From spine-chilling footage of a demon lurking in an abandoned hospital to eerie figures creeping through dark backyards and even a shadowy alien lurking in the sewers, these are some of the most unsettling moments ever captured on camera. Stick around, because you won't want to miss a single one. While scrolling through the internet, I came across these photos. At first, I thought it was just a random picture of smoke in the woods, but when I zoomed in, my heart sank. If you look closely, there's a humanoid figure standing among the trees, silently observing the cameraman. From its appearance, it seems to resemble someone from an ancient tribe, possibly even standing there, unclothed. The facial features look eerily similar to early humans, like hominids with ape-like traits. For generations, Native American tribes like the Cherokee, Lenape, and Shawnee believed that certain parts of the forest were sacred, not just for ceremonies, but because they were watched. And these weren't bedtime stories to scare children. Some tribes even speak of the Watchers of the Trees, tall, silent figures that appear only when someone crosses a spiritual boundary. They don't speak, they don't chase, they just watch and vanish when approached. Hearing that, I always thought it was just folklore meant to keep kids out of the woods, until I saw these photos. People are calling it a spirit or a native ghost, and honestly, it does look like one. Now, thinking from a photo editing perspective, I can say with some confidence, this doesn't look edited. The smoke, the lighting, the textures, everything blends naturally with the figure, making CGI or Photoshop extremely difficult to pull off convincingly here. So if it's not edited, then what, in God's name, is that? If you ever hear scratching outside your house or in the street, never go looking, because something like this could be waiting for you.
I'm like so creeped out right now.
This video was originally uploaded to the UK Mail website and has since been creeping out the entire internet. In Pueblo, Colorado, a woman named Janae Lynn shared this footage online after capturing something demonic outside the window of her home.
Seriously. Ew, it's all bloody.
As she panned the camera out of her window, she spotted a bizarre creature doing something unsettling outside her house. At first glance, it looked like a dog, but when you focus on the details, the horror becomes clear. This thing has human-like hands. Its facial structure doesn't resemble any dog, wolf, or animal we've ever seen.
I'm like so creeped out right now.
After it finished eating something on the ground, the creature moved closer to the window to drink from a water bowl, and that's when we get a chilling close-up of its terrifying features.
Seriously.
You can see its red eyes, likely reflecting light. After that, the creature finally leaves the property, but as it walks away, we can see it moves on all fours.
It's like all bloody. It's not a raccoon, I'm sure.
Many online have pointed out its resemblance to the infamous chupacabra, a blood-sucking cryptid feared across Latin America, known for draining livestock dry and vanishing into the night. Others aren't convinced, me being one of them. In my opinion, it looks like a wolverine with mange, a skin disease caused by parasitic mites that burrow into the skin of animals, leading to intense itching, hair loss, and skin damage. Just look how it affects bears. Do you agree with me? Is it just a wolverine or something else? After a series of late-night disturbances in the dining area, this homeowner decided to install a security camera, thinking it was just a small wild animal. But what he saw in the footage terrified him to the core. The video was uploaded to the internet by a homeowner who had been hearing strange noises coming from his dining room late at night. Assuming it was just a squirrel or a raccoon, he set up a security camera to keep watch. For the first 13 nights, nothing unusual happened. But on the 14th night, specifically on October 11th, 2010, things took a terrifying turn. This is the actual footage the homeowner captured. At first, it looks like a normal quiet night, until you focus on the door. When you zoom in on the glass, you'll notice a terrifying head slowly peeking in, staring directly into the dining room. The figure doesn't look like anything we've ever seen before. The footage is a bit grainy, but you can clearly make out a pair of eyes scanning the room as if it's searching for something. This moment was especially horrifying for the homeowner, not only because he had no idea what this creepy lurker was, but also because he couldn't understand why it was looking into his home like that. So what do you think this was? A cryptid? A spirit? Or something far worse? These guys were burning down an old house on their property, but what they captured inside will give you nightmares.
No, better not be.
Brandon Lowe better be out there. We're out. Oh, I'm anybody. Oh, I'm anybody. Oh, I'm anybody.
The video was uploaded on TikTok by a user named dog.k926 who documented the demolition of an old home on their property. They had received fire department approval for the controlled burn, but when the fire started, something terrifying was caught on camera. The video starts about 5 minutes after the fire was lit. The flames quickly engulf the house from the inside. But when the cameraman pans down the hallway, the camera captures something incredibly creepy.
You should see it right now. It's amazing. Look through the window. It's like exploding.
A large, dark figure suddenly moves across the hallway. It's only visible for a second, but it's massive. What's eerie is that the cameraman didn't notice it at the time and kept recording like nothing happened.
No, better not be.
Brandon Lowe better be out there. We're out. Oh, I'm anybody. Oh, I'm anybody.
As the flames grow stronger, thick smoke begins to rise into the sky, swallowing the entire house. But while filming from a distance, just as the house is fully engulfed, something strange appears on the edge of the frame. The cameraman pans to the left, and that's when we see it. The same dark humanoid figure appears to be walking out of the burning house. Now, it could be a person, but here's the real question. What human would still be inside a flame-engulfed building at that point and casually walk out? Both of these moments, the hallway figure and the one exiting the fire, are sending chills down people's spines. Some are calling it the spirit of the former occupant, but no confirmed backstory has surfaced yet. One thing's for sure, whatever this was, it didn't look human. So now the question is, should the property owners be afraid that they disturbed something, or relieved that it finally left with the fire? A nurse was working the night shift at a hospital when something she saw made her heart stop in its tracks. It was around 3:30 a.m. as she carried out her routine patient checks, until she noticed something strange outside her window. Right next to the hospital she was working in was an abandoned facility, and something truly terrifying was staring back at her from there. In the video she recorded, we can see flames flickering inside that abandoned building. But right there, between the fire, a dark figure is clearly visible, just standing and staring directly at the camera. According to the nurse, the figure had horns and stood there for quite a long time, unmoving, as if watching her. Now, turning on my logical side for a moment, this could be a mannequin, or maybe a skeleton prop that the hospital used for training or display purposes. And with the fire casting moving shadows, it might have created this eerie illusion. But even if that's true, what was that fire doing in an abandoned hospital at 3:30 a.m.? The place looked like a hellgate had opened. And whatever was standing there wasn't just a prop. It looked like a demon, and it was looking right back at her. This homeowner heard strange noises coming from the sewer near his home and went to investigate, which turned out to be the worst mistake of his life. This video was uploaded from Oregon to YouTube on the Caught on Tape channel, which usually posts cryptid sightings and things like that. However, this particular video is what caught viewers' attention. The video comes from a homeowner who kept hearing strange, screeching screams coming from his sewer. For reasons only God knows, he went in to make peaceful contact, according to him. However, it didn't turn out how he thought it would. The video is filmed in black and white and is really low quality, but it captures what it needs to. In it, at night, the homeowner enters the sewer to check on the noises. As he's in there, calling out to whoever is inside, he continues hearing those screeching screams, now coming from up close, suggesting whoever or whatever it is near.
You can probably hear it in the background right now. Hello?
Despite hearing the noises, he keeps walking deeper to find their source until he sees something truly terrifying. As he moves toward the screams and points his flashlight ahead, he spots a creature hunched over, doing God knows what. Suddenly, the creature senses his presence, and terrifyingly, it turns its focus toward him with those horrific screams. It starts chasing him. The guy fortunately made it out alive, but the horrifying impact it had on him is unforgettable. Now, as for the creature spotted there, some think it looks like a skinwalker, while others claim it was an alien doing its research in the sewer. Both of these speculations could be true, but my real concern is, who in their right mind would go into a sewer to search for screeching sounds? Not me, for sure. This next video from a Mexican gym captures something that's enough to scare the hell out of gym goers around the world. This video was uploaded on TikTok and comes from a gym security camera. As the gym was closed for the night, the security camera captured something really strange. There's this odd smoke floating near the ceiling. At first, it seems like random smoke, but when you realize the gym was closed and there's nothing in there to produce it, it becomes even stranger. No electrical failure was reported, and according to the owner, everything was fine when they checked the next morning. To the TikTok community, this looks like a spirit or ghost wandering around the gym. And if you ask me, it almost seems like the smoke has hands, kind of like Casper the Friendly Ghost. Whatever this thing is, I bet the gym's membership will drop dramatically in the coming months. If the last gym incident wasn't creepy enough, wait until you see this next one. And yes, this one's also from Mexico. This footage comes from another gym in Mexico, but this time it involves a person. In the video, captured by a security camera, we see a gym goer casually talking to someone. It all seems normal until you realize he's completely alone, and there's no one in sight. He can be seen gesturing with his hands and reacting as if he's having a full-on conversation, but with thin air. There's no one around him, and even in the mirror's reflection, still no one. It's like whatever he's talking to, only he can see it. This guy thought he'd found an abandoned underground structure in New York, but he didn't realize he'd uncovered something that was never meant to be found. This video comes from TikTok user Davio2Real, who found a massive, deserted structure tucked beneath a bridge in New York. While he was clearly excited by the discovery, something else accidentally got caught on camera. Something creepy. As Davio pans the camera around the eerie structure, totally amazed by what he's found, a strange figure suddenly appears in the background, walking behind him. He doesn't even notice it. The structure alone is unsettling, but the presence of this unknown being lurking back there, that's what truly makes your skin crawl. As for what this figure might be, some say it looks like a skinwalker. Others think it might be some alien species living in the shadows under the bridge. And maybe, just maybe, Davio's discovery disrupted it, forcing it to move from its hiding place. And this is exactly why I always say, don't go exploring places you don't understand. You never know when an unknown lurker might be watching, or worse, waiting. This guy was on a trip through the beautiful snowy mountains when he discovered a creature that looked like it didn't even belong on our planet. Comes from TikTok user @FrederickCasbo, who usually shares clips from his travel adventures, but this one, uploaded on February 26, 2024, Frederick spotted a strange creature struggling to climb a snow pile near the roadside. At first glance, it looks like some kind of porcupine, but if you take a closer look, there are no spikes on its back. Its color, movement, and size are also completely bizarre, like something we've never seen before. Frederick himself called it a Star Wars-looking creature, and honestly, he's not wrong. This homeowner's backyard camera recorded something so terrifying, you wouldn't wish it on your worst enemies. The footage comes from a security camera in the homeowner's backyard, captured while he was asleep inside the house, completely unaware that something sinister was lurking just outside. At first, everything looks quiet and peaceful, but as the camera rolls on, something deeply disturbing begins to emerge from the darkness. A creepy figure can be seen moving through the tall grass, its glowing eyes and skeleton-like head barely visible, but enough to freeze your blood. As it creeps forward, it lets out this grim, otherworldly sound that feels straight out of a nightmare. The creature lingers for quite some time, almost like it's searching for something, or someone, maybe even the homeowner himself. The most unsettling part, the head, its shape, the glowing eyes, the eerie movement, it's all just wrong. Combine that with the way it lurks and that haunting sound, and you've got something straight out of a horror film. Now, let's take a step back and rule out editing. The video quality and the creature's appearance match seamlessly. So this doesn't seem like post-production work. Sure, it could be someone wearing a costume, but a suit that detailed with that kind of presence and sound in the middle of the night, it just doesn't add up. My advice to the homeowner, forget what you saw and don't go looking for answers, because whatever this was, you don't want to invite it back. What started as a normal morning for people around the world turned into pure shock for residents of Alto Al Crimen, all because of what they saw in the sky. This strange sighting was covered by several news websites and uploaded to YouTube, where it quickly gained over 900,000 views. The video appears to show a bizarre flying object hovering over Alto Al Crimen, something that many are calling a UFO. According to reports, the object was spotted in Al Crimen's airspace, and in the footage captured by a local resident, it can clearly be seen hovering silently, almost as if it's observing the ground below. Visually, it is that classic saucer-like shape and seems to emit a strange, tech-like humming sound, something you'd expect from a sci-fi movie. Some news sources speculate that this might be the work of the Raelian movement, a UFO-based cult that, on the same day, was reportedly trying to persuade the Peruvian government to build an extraterrestrial embassy. Now, if they really are behind this, props to them. That's some impressive work. Personally, I think this might just be a well-made drone stunt, but I can't deny it. It looks incredibly believable. This village in Indonesia turned into a nightmare when something terrifying decided to mess with them. Late one night, villagers were woken up by loud, disturbing noises outside their homes. At first, when they stepped out, they saw nothing unusual until one of them noticed something strange perched on a rooftop. There, crouched on top of a house, was a strange, humanoid figure. It looked completely black, almost as if it was absorbing light. But as soon as a flashlight hit it, the creature's shape became disturbingly clear. It wasn't moving much, but it wasn't frozen either, just shifting slowly, as if it was watching. Some might argue it could be an animal, maybe even a large bird. But if you really look closely, especially when the flashlight hits it, the outline becomes clear. It doesn't look like anything we've ever seen. To me, it looks like a massive, hunched woman, something straight out of a nightmare. Its size alone rules out anything natural. It almost felt like a demon from hell had climbed onto the roof, and it didn't come just to stand there. It wanted something more. Some people believe that there are multiple dimensions, and our eyes can only perceive one of them. Well, this video might just be the proof they've been waiting for. This clip was uploaded to TikTok by a user named @MissSauce03, and ever since, it has been terrifying the internet, making many believe that other dimensions might actually exist. In the video, captured by a passerby, we see a simple bench late at night, empty, with no one sitting on it. But when you notice the shadow behind it, things get seriously creepy. Now, if I turn on my logical side, sure, this could be something like a fire hydrant or another object nearby, casting a distorted shadow that just happens to look humanoid when mixed with the bench. That seems like a possible explanation, but if it's not, then we might just be looking at a terrifying truth. Something, or someone, from another dimension is sitting right there and we just can't see it. A couple kept hearing strange noises from their attic. Thinking it was just an animal, they went to investigate. What they found went horribly, horribly wrong.
I think it's just a raccoon.
This video comes from a couple who uploaded a 5-minute recording to the internet, documenting their search for whatever was making noise in the attic. Let's just say they found a lot more than they were expecting. Footage starts with the homeowner explaining how they've been hearing strange, persistent sounds from above. Even as he began recording, those creepy noises continued, unsettling both him and his partner. Determined to get to the bottom of it, he set up a ladder and decided to check it out himself, a decision that would become the worst mistake of his life. Thinking it might just be a raccoon, he carefully climbed up into the attic with a flashlight in hand, calling out to whatever or whoever might be up there.
Hello?
Once inside, he noticed weird stuff scattered across the floor, and when he touched it, he discovered a sticky, slimy liquid. Already growing paranoid, that's when things turned truly nightmarish. Suddenly, he heard movement in the darkness, and when he called out again, something responded.
I think it's just a raccoon.
The camera captured a strange creature peeking out from the shadows, and the moment it spotted the camera, it let out another ear-piercing scream, sending the homeowner running for his life. What the hell was that thing? It looked like some twisted hybrid of a sheep and a demonic creature, and that scream alone is enough to haunt you for the rest of your life. I don't know about the homeowner, but for me, attics are officially my worst fear. An anonymous viewer sent me this image through email, saying that they found it online. No source added. They said they thought this is the best image they've seen of Bigfoot. I have to say that indeed this is the clearest image of Bigfoot. If it is indeed Bigfoot, or if it is indeed real and not some artificial intelligence image. The body covered in fur seems massive, although I am not sure how close to the camera it is. But the face leans more into a canine creature. I am not sure what to make of this. What do you think? And if any of you have any more interesting footage, send them to the email in the description. This video will send shivers down your spine. It captures the terrifying experience of a homeowner who woke up in the middle of the night feeling thirsty. But instead of a refreshing drink, he got a major scare. The video shows a 911 call made by the homeowner after spotting a strange figure outside his window.
Hi, yeah, I'm and he's just like looking up at the window. He's been there for about 30 minutes now.
In the dead of night, a tall man, shrouded in a hoodie, stands motionless, staring intently into the house. The homeowner describes to 911 that he was being stalked for over 30 minutes by this unsettling figure. Imagine being in that situation. The homeowner's fear and confusion are completely understandable. Also, my mind is rushing with questions like, what does this person want? Why are they here in the middle of the night? Could they be dangerous? The time of night and the intensity of the stare make it undeniably creepy. This heart-stopping video captured by a hiker's helmet camera, showcases the importance of staying alert on the trails. The footage takes us on a bumpy ride through a Canadian forest as the hiker enjoys the twists and turns of a narrow trail on his quad bike. But the thrill takes a sharp turn when he spots a large black bear resting right next to the track. The initial glance might have caused the hiker to brush it off, but a second look reveals the potential danger. Thankfully, the bear seems uninterested in a chase and remains calmly seated. Some viewers speculate that the bear, perhaps surprised by the fast-approaching quad bike, opted to let the moment pass. This close encounter serves as a crucial reminder for anyone venturing into bear country. Be alert and aware of your surroundings. So the next time you hit the hiking trails, add "look out for lurking bears" to your checklist. And remember, a healthy dose of caution can go a long way in ensuring a safe and enjoyable outdoor adventure. This video will leave you scratching your head and maybe a little queasy. It features a bizarre phenomenon captured at a Texas park after heavy flooding. The scene, hundreds of earthworms, clumped together in mysterious balls right in the middle of the road. Over 30 of these worm balls were found scattered across the pavement, leaving park staff and viewers utterly bewildered. But what caused this unusual behavior? Theories ran wild, with some suggesting paranormal activity or even aliens. Thankfully, Texas Parks and Wildlife offered a more down-to-earth explanation. Earthworms are usually underground dwellers, but during heavy rain, saturated soil can force them to the surface. To protect themselves from the elements and communicate with each other, they huddle together in these strange clusters. While the scientific explanation solves the mystery, it doesn't stop some viewers from finding these worm balls disturbing and disgusting. Calling all Bigfoot believers, this high-quality video from Canada has sparked a frenzy of speculation. Captured by a hiker on his trek through the woods, the footage shows what appears to be a large, bear-like creature resting in the distance. The initial glimpse might lead you to believe it's a bear, but upon closer inspection, things get interesting. The creature's massive size and thick black fur are evident, and the way its head seems seamlessly connected to its lower body, visible through the branches, adds to the mystery. The lack of a clear facial view fuels the debate. Some viewers suggest it could be a gorilla or ape species, but as we know, Canada isn't home to those primates. This naturally leads many to the thrilling possibility. The video is sure to ignite discussions among Bigfoot enthusiasts. But before jumping to conclusions, it's important to consider other possibilities. The blurry line between mystery and reality is what makes this video so captivating. If you are enjoying this so far, consider subscribing. It really helps me keep this channel going. This video will have you questioning your own eyes. This video, captured in the snowy woods of Russia, has sparked a heated debate on Reddit. In it, the camera isn't focused on the picturesque scenery, but rather on a strange figure lurking in the distance. A snow-covered shape, seemingly blending in with the frozen branches, appears to be staring directly at the camera. As the figure shifts slightly, details emerge. To me, it looks like a bizarre humanoid creature, covered in thick fur and encrusted with snow. A faint downward slope to its form even suggests a creepy smile. But is it really a mysterious being or something more mundane? There's a chance it could simply be a pile of frozen branches, cleverly camouflaged and swaying slightly in the breeze. However, the possibility of a cryptid sighting keeps the debate alive. What do you think? This video is a chilling reminder why they say Sunshine State with a shady side in Florida. The clip, captured from a car's dashboard camera, shows a seemingly ordinary scene. A driver approaching a flooded section of the road. The driver decides to test the water's depth by tossing out an empty water bottle. The water erupts in a frenzy as a large alligator lunges for the bottle, jaws snapping aggressively. This sneaky gator was lurking unseen beneath the surface, camouflaged perfectly by the murky water. The unsuspecting bottle triggered its hunting instincts, sending it into a surprising attack. After its failed attempt to snatch lunch, the gator disappears just as quickly, vanishing back into the depths. Florida's puddles can be more dangerous than they appear. These powerful predators might be lurking beneath the surface, waiting for an opportunity to strike. So next time you're in Florida, especially near water, proceed with caution. You never know what surprises might be waiting just out of sight. This video from Coronado Island has people buzzing about a real-life, unidentified flying object sighting.
I don't know how well you can see that. That's in the sky, above the ocean.
The clip shows a strange, otherworldly creature soaring through the sky in the distance. It's got a mysterious vibe, with lots of wiggling tentacles that kind of resemble a giant flying prawn. The way it flaps its tentacles to fly is truly fascinating to watch. Despite the distance, the creature seems pretty big. Now, some viewers are saying it's just fancy computer-generated imagery effects, but the way it moves and blends into the sky looks pretty real to me. Plus, who can deny the resemblance to those fantastical creatures from Pokemon? This video is definitely sparking some serious is it real or not debates. One thing's for sure, it'll leave you scratching your head and wondering what's really out there. Bigfoot believers, assemble. This next clip is straight from a trail camera deep in the heart of a forest, and let me tell you, it's gonna tingle your beliefs. The footage you just watched was captured by a trail camera originally set up to monitor the fox population in the area. However, it unexpectedly recorded a large, hairy figure passing in front of it. The proximity of the figure to the camera only allows for the middle part of its body to be visible. Even from this limited perspective, it's evident that the creature possesses a tall humanoid stature, as inferred from its walking pattern, and the heavy footsteps it produces, which means it can't be a bear. With its thick body hair and humanoid gait, this entity strongly resembles the legendary Bigfoot. While we can't say for certain it's 100% Bigfoot without seeing the whole thing. But one thing's for sure, this ain't your average woodland critter. What do you think, Bigfoot or something else? Have you ever gotten that creepy feeling at night? You know, that prickle on the back of your neck, like unseen eyes are burning into your every move? We all brush it off sometimes. But what if there really was something out there?
In the bush. Look at that.
This chilling video from Florida was captured by a guy who just couldn't shake that feeling. As he was passing a bush, he heard some noise coming from within. He shone his flashlight into the bushes, convinced something was stalking him. To his surprise, a pair of eyes glinted right back. Intrigued, and maybe a little foolish, our cameraman walks right towards them. Now, here's where things get seriously weird. As he gets closer, another set of eyes appears way up high, way above the first. By the time he reaches the original eyes, it turns out to be just a wildcat, ready to pounce. Definitely a threat, but not exactly the monster we were expecting. The real mystery here, those other eyes. Their height suggests something much bigger, something truly formidable lurking in the shadows. This footage is just giving me goosebumps. Imagine throwing open your curtains on a bright morning, expecting a view of clear blue skies, but instead, you're greeted by this. This head-scratching video, captured by an apartment dweller in Denver, showcases a truly strange phenomenon. A giant black smoke ring hangs ominously in the sky. With no apparent source in sight, it adds a layer of mystery to the already curious event. Apparently, dozens of Denver residents weren't the only ones witnessing this oddity. Similar sightings have been reported from countries as far-flung as Russia and Pakistan. The ring itself resembles a puff of smoke blown into the air, slowly morphing as it floats. News outlets also scrambled to explain the spectacle, with theories ranging from extraterrestrial visitors to malfunctioning transformers, even a flock of coordinated insects. Whatever the true explanation, one thing's for sure, most of us wouldn't exactly relish being directly under that mysterious smoke ring. This next video is the kind that makes me question reality, because if it's true, I'll be haunted by lakes forever. In this footage, we see a serene lake captured from a distance. Everything seems calm until you spot something emerging from the water's surface. It resembles a head, swimming with only its top visible. As the cameraman observes, a boat passes by, seemingly unfazed by the presence of this mysterious entity. The cameraman is also left confused, unsure whether it's just a piece of floating debris or an actual creature. Despite its movement, some viewers speculate it could be the legendary Loch Ness Monster. Personally, I lean towards it being driftwood, given its consistent speed and lack of additional movement. But even with my skepticism, there's a lingering fear that if this video is even 1% real, I'll be avoiding lakes for the rest of my days. This spooky TikTok video has viewers wondering if a paranormal dance partner has merged. The clip features a girl attempting a viral dance trend, showcasing her moves with enthusiasm. Things take a chilling turn. A shadowy figure appears upstairs, peeking over the railing directly behind her. The girl lets out a gasp and sprints away, camera in hand. The source of her fright? A humanoid head with long flowing hair, but with one unsettling detail: no visible body. It appears to float eerily above the railing. Adding to the creep factor, the figure seems to be present even before the video starts, lurking in the background. Naturally, commenters are buzzing with theories. Some suggest it could be a dog, but the video description clarifies that the girl was home alone and pet-free. Could this be a ghostly prankster with a newfound love for TikTok challenges? While the answer remains a mystery, one thing's for sure: this video is sure to send shivers down your spine and make you think twice before recording your next TikTok dance move alone, at least until you check the background for any uninvited guests. This next video will leave you scratching your head and moosing with laughter. It takes place on a California farm, where a farmer is trying to capture a rather unusual scene: a cow on his roof. The farmer, clearly frustrated, narrates the video, explaining that despite all the care and feeding, his cows still manage to defy logic.
You feed them, you raise them, you send them to school, and they're still stupid!
His exasperated yell suggests this roof-loving bovine might be a repeat offender, but the cow was surprisingly completely unfazed by its roof venture. It casually strolls across the rooftop like it's a grassy field, seemingly oblivious to the chaos it's causing. The video ends with the cow ambling towards the other side of the roof, leaving us with two burning questions. How on earth did it get up there? And more importantly, why? While the answers remain a mystery, one thing's for sure. This farmer might need to invest in some serious roof security, or maybe start a circus act featuring his high-flying cows. If you got so far in the video, it means you're a dedicated viewer. Thank you. And if you subscribe and hit the bell button, I promise to keep posting these for you to enjoy. This spooky clip from Thailand has viewers wondering if they just witnessed a ghost. The video, captured by a street camera, shows a seemingly normal night scene. Cars zipping by on a dark road. But as one car's headlights illuminate the sidewalk, a chilling figure appears there. It's vaguely human-shaped, but with a strange smoky transparency. And the unsettling part, it moves. As this ghostly figure glides down the sidewalk, its form seems to shift and change. Then, just as quickly as it appeared, it vanishes into the night. The figure's see-through quality and vaguely womanly form definitely scream spirit to some viewers. Others might scoff and say it's just smoke from a nearby fire. But here's the thing. Campfires are usually a no-go near streets, and chimneys wouldn't explain the figure's movement. The way it drifts and changes shape is unlike anything smoke typically does. So what is it? Ghostly encounter caught on camera, or something else entirely? Ever walk along the beach and find a cool-looking star-shaped rock? Think again. This video from Crescent City Beach shows a woman holding a strange living creature that looks nothing from this world. At first glance, it looks like a pretty rock with a neat star pattern on its top. But wait until the woman flipped it over. The underside is covered in thousands of tiny wiggling legs. Not exactly what you'd expect from a rock.
It's alive. Can you see the little legs moving?
Don't worry, this isn't some kind of alien visitor. It's a real-life sea creature called sand dollar. While it might not be the most attractive critter, sand dollars are actually pretty fascinating. They come in shades of reddish brown to deep purple, and have tiny hairs all over their bodies that help them move and eat. They even have a special opening on their underside that acts as their mouth. And here's another fact. Sand dollars don't have brains. Instead, they have a network of nerves that controls everything they do. They might not be brainiacs, but they manage to live for a good 8 to 10 years. So, next time you're strolling along the shoreline and spot a star-shaped rock, remember, it's a living, breathing sand dollar. This video is nightmare fuel for anyone who hates bugs. 3 friends stumbled upon a gruesome sight, a dead locust lying on the ground. But the real horror awaited them as they took a closer look.
That was a zombie cricket,
That's
dude.
crazy.
That thing was getting
I did
controlled
not
by
see
those
that.
parasites.
Like, after I stepped on it, it looked dead, right?
Eerie, tentacle-like things were writhing and emerging from the locust's body. Each wriggling appendage seemed to move independently, intertwining with the others in a truly unsettling display. The friends, understandably creeped out, decided to take action by burning the whole thing down, which in my eyes was a pretty good move. But what exactly were these strange tentacles? They are a parasite known as the horsehair worm. These slender, roundworm parasites live up to their name, resembling long horsehairs. They're about the width of dental floss and can grow several inches long. These creepy crawlies target insects like locusts, cockroaches, and beetles, taking up residence inside their unfortunate hosts. The worms then slowly consume their victims from the inside out. Once the insect dies, the horsehair worms emerge, leaving a horrifying scene like the one captured in the video. So the next time you see an insect, you might think twice about squishing it. This spooky video from Russia has some serious ghost story vibes. The clip, reportedly captured by a security guard, shows a scene straight out of a legend, the mall spirit.
Olha ela ali. Já é a segunda vez essa semana. Eu tive que filmar para mostrar.
This video was recorded at the closing time at the mall, and everything is shut down. But the security guard isn't alone just yet. On camera, he spots a figure mysteriously ascending the stairs of a mall. When he reaches the stairs, the figure is gone, vanished into thin air. Suddenly, the guard hears frantic footsteps behind him.
Ai meu Jesus! Ai! Ai! Ai meu Deus! Ai!
Now, is this video legit or a clever hoax? We don't know for sure, but one thing's for certain. The way the figure disappears and reappears is enough to send shivers down your spine, and the security guard's terrified reaction only adds to the mystery. This next video from a YouTube channel that delves into a strange mystery that has left scientists and researchers scratching their heads for over 15 years. Back then, in Chile's Atacama Desert, a mummified skeleton was unearthed, and let me tell you, it's unlike anything you've ever seen. Some people even suggest it might be, well, alien. This little skeleton stands only 6 inches tall, but its appearance is downright strange. Despite its petite size, the bones tell us it belonged to a child, aged between 6 to 8 years. The lower body resembles that of a human, complete with legs, arms, and a rib cage. But things start to get odd as you move up. Its collarbone is shaped like a U, and its neck is unusually long compared to the rest of its body. And then there's the head, elongated from the forehead with slanted eye sockets. This mysterious creature even made appearances on television shows and documentaries. So, was it truly an alien? We're still scratching our heads over that one. Scientists have thrown around a bunch of theories. Some suggest it might be a mutated baby with elongated bones, but honestly, those are just theories for now. I usually hop on TikTok to see adorable animals and fun dances, but every now and then, a video like this pops up and shakes me up. The video came from a TikTok account and showed a really strange encounter. In it, we see a car being followed by a mysterious figure late at night on a deserted road. This figure looked somewhat human, but its appearance was bizarre and unsettling. The driver, understandably alarmed, cautiously backed away from the figure, but it continued to follow them with an eerie, unnatural walk. Honestly, the whole thing gives me the creeps. Imagine being in that situation with some unknown person, or who knows, maybe something else, heading your way in the dead of night. You're left wondering, what's their deal? Why are they out there at that hour? And what were they planning to do? If you are enjoying this so far, consider subscribing. It really helps me keep this channel going. There are folks who believe in aliens, and then there are those who don't. But if you're in the latter group, this video might just make you rethink things. Straight out of Mexico, this clip looks like it's been plucked from a sci-fi flick. It was captured by a driver going back home from his night shift. In his capture, there's this strange beam descending from the sky, and at its source, there's this eerie glow. Whatever's emitting that light seems pretty massive, judging by the glow's size. Now, this beam isn't just hanging in mid-air. It's targeting a spot in the distance. It's like something out of those movies where beams snatch up humans and critters. And sure, you might think, this could be computer-generated imagery. But honestly, the way that beam and glow blend seamlessly with the surroundings, it's pretty convincing. So, if this isn't some hoax, maybe we should start getting ready for those alien abductors making their move. Ready to witness creatures straight out of my wildest fever dream?
What could it be?
This clip unfolds on a beach, where a family stumbled upon a truly bizarre and massive creature during their trip. It's unlike anything you've ever seen, a gooey mass with an orange hue, adorned with flame like patterns. But that's not the end of it. Something seems to be trying to emerge from within the creature, forming bubbles that resemble a mouth as if it's breathing. As you move closer to the center of the mass, it appears white with a rougher, orange texture towards the outer edges. Plus, it's got tentacle-like appendages both around and within its body, some of which are transparent. This whole situation is just plain strange. Maybe it's a creature from the mysterious depths of the ocean that got washed up on the shore, or perhaps it's some kind of alien entity. But whatever it is, the way that kid took a picture sitting so close to it is seriously scary and dangerous. You never know what this creature could be capable of. This video shows you what happens when you goof off and don't pay attention.
Get him, get him, get him, get him!
Something emerges from the water and clamps onto his hand. It's a shark, and its bite is so forceful that it drags the man into the water. The other friends immediately react, shouting and scrambling to rescue their friend from the shark's grip.
Get him, get him, get him, get him!
With quick teamwork, they managed to pull him back onto the boat. Luckily, the situation ended without serious injuries, but the danger was very real. The shark mistook the man's hand for prey and attacked without warning. This serves as a chilling reminder of the importance of exercising caution and avoiding risky behavior, especially in unfamiliar waters. Have you ever had that chilling thought of something lurking in the toilet while you're seated? We've all entertained that fear at some point. But what if I told you there's a video that brings that nightmare to life? The snake there is sizable, and certainly not something you'd want to encounter while answering nature's call. The family swiftly contacts a snake-catching rescue team, who can be seen in the video attempting to apprehend the intruding serpent. With the help of snake hooks, the rescue team carefully maneuvers the snake out of the toilet hole. As it slithers out, they swiftly capture it and transport it outside. The size of the snake becomes apparent as it's pulled from the toilet hole. It's quite a sight. Surprisingly, both the rescue team and the homeowner, who's recording the incident, remain remarkably calm, even sharing a laugh. This nonchalant attitude might seem strange, but in Thailand, encounters with snakes are quite common. After watching this video, I'm sure many of us will think twice before taking a seat on the toilet. I stumbled upon this absolutely chilling video hidden in the darkest depths of Reddit. It looks like it was filmed inside a barn. Right as the camera starts rolling, a loud rhythmic banging crashes down from the roof. Then, something starts ripping the metal roof apart from above. You can see its shadowy form in the gap it creates. This creature is tearing through the roof like it's nothing, all while making that horrifying banging noise. It stops for a moment, and just when you think it's over, the video ends with a deafening crash. Honestly, this whole thing was deeply disturbing. Whatever that thing was, it seemed incredibly strong and angry. If I owned that barn, I'd be building the most reinforced roof imaginable. This video is a chilling reminder of why you should never stop your car on a lonely road at night. This clip comes from Florida, where a driver was cruising down a deserted highway when they noticed something wrong with their tires. So they pulled over to the side of the road to investigate. Big mistake. As the driver stepped out to check their back wheels, his car dashcam recorded something bizarre. A mysterious humanoid figure strolled right past their car and continued up the road. The car's dash cam caught the whole thing, thanks to the blinking headlights illuminating the scene. The figure looked vaguely human, but that's where the similarities ended. Strange bulges marred its head and arms, and its features were completely obscured as it walked away from the camera. The most unsettling part, the driver had absolutely no clue this thing was even there. It vanished as quickly as it appeared, leaving behind a trail of goosebumps and unanswered questions. So the next time you're on a long drive, remember, sometimes it's better to keep rolling than risk encountering something you might wish you never saw. It all started with a normal house security camera recording the driveway. Then things got weird. Two tiny creatures scurried into the frame, one from each side of the car. They moved unlike anything I'd ever seen, not walking, but taking tiny, hovering steps like they were floating. These little oddities strolled around for a while, then disappeared behind the car, leaving the camera recording nothing but the empty driveway. The strangest part? They looked almost identical, and their smooth bodies seemed to lack arms or legs entirely. They were like living lawn gnomes, but way creepier. I've searched high and low, but I can't find any animal on Earth that looks remotely like these things. Could they be visitors from another world? You be the judge, but this video has me seriously questioning what's out there. Motion sensor lights are a lifesaver, saving you the hassle of fumbling for switches in the dark. But sometimes they deliver scares instead of convenience, like this chilling clip. It all starts with a normal security camera recording a quiet night. Suddenly, the motion sensor light flickers on, illuminating the scene. However, there's no humans there. Instead, a tall, smoky figure drifts past the light, triggering it to turn on. The eerie figure floats across the frame, sending shivers down your spine. This isn't just any shadow. It seems to have a form of its own. Then the main house lights come on, triggered by the same unexplained presence. The video cuts out just as quickly, leaving you with more questions than answers. Could it be a glitch in the system, perhaps? But the odds of both the camera and the sensors malfunctioning at the same time seem slim. So what exactly triggered the lights on this unsettling night? We may never know, but this clip is sure to spark your imagination and make you think twice about what goes bump in the night. This Facebook clip has got my nerves on edge. A woman claims she spotted something bizarre in the back of her property, so she grabbed her truck for a closer look. What she filmed is definitely unsettling. The video she recorded shows a view of a forest from her truck. And in the distance, something is standing perfectly still. It looks like a tall figure in white clothes, with a completely blank white head. No hair, no eyes, nothing. This thing is just staring straight at her, frozen. The whole scene has a creepy, ominous vibe. Was it a prank? Maybe some weirdo in a strange costume? If so, they absolutely nailed it. It looks disturbingly real. But if it wasn't, what on earth was that figure doing out there? And why wasn't it moving? This mystery will definitely give me the shivers tonight. In a video making rounds on the internet, taken from Todd Standing's film Discovering Bigfoot, we catch a glimpse of an extraordinary moment where an elusive creature was caught on camera. In the clip, The mysterious being is cleverly concealed in the shadows behind a distant tree, barely noticeable to the naked eye. Thanks to the camera's high sensitivity sensor, the footage reveals a clear image of this creature. The face of the supposed Bigfoot is what many describe as typical, humanoid with large, human-like eyes, a distinct nose, and forehead wrinkles. Also, from the surface area of its face, this creature appears quite sizable, likely an adult, gazing directly at the camera with a look of surprise etched across its face. The chilling part is how this Bigfoot lurks in the shadows, and the unknown motives behind its stare. This video I stumbled upon on TikTok showcases the incredible force of a snowstorm, and it's nothing short of powerful. The person who recorded the clip gives us a first-hand look at an environment dominated by intense winds and swirling snowflakes. The landscape transformed into something resembling an alien planet as the wind whipped the snow around. The recording also captures the uploader's horses, wisely tied behind a small cliff to shield them from the relentless snowstorm. The sound of snow particles striking the camera person adds to the intensity of the scene. In open fields like these, where the wind has no obstacles, snowstorms can be particularly forceful. The way the wind moves close to the ground, carrying a high concentration of snow, is both fascinating and somewhat unsettling. This video serves as a reminder of the raw power and beauty of nature's elements. Imagine you're enjoying your cruise when suddenly, the captain announces an unexpected turn. In this video, captured by a family on a cruise trip, the cruise ship approaches a life raft in the middle of the vast sea. To their surprise, the raft appears to be all alone. No signs of anyone needing help. It's just there, gently bobbing on the waves, with not a single soul on board or in the surrounding waters. The only company it has are some curious birds flying around. This scene raises some pretty big questions and a bit of concern. Why is this life raft adrift in the sea, and what was its purpose? Was someone on it, needing assistance, or did it accidentally fall from another ship? The mystery adds an unsettling twist to the situation, leaving us with more questions than answers. The vastness of the open sea holds secrets that sometimes baffle even the most seasoned cruisegoers. Ever wondered what it would be like to witness towering monsters like Godzilla in real life? Well, this video from California tries to give us a taste of that thrill. The video shows a dark sky ready to unleash a thunderstorm. In the midst of the intense weather, lightning suddenly lights up the clouds, revealing a colossal humanoid figure's shadow for just a fleeting moment. This gigantic shadow, reaching sky high, resembles an old man holding a walking stick. The sight is undeniably eerie, and the person recording the video seems genuinely scared. Yet, upon closer examination, to me it seems the fear factor may stem more from the lightning itself than the mysterious shadow. Nevertheless, many viewers believe in the authenticity of the video. The lingering question persists. Could this be a genuine encounter with a colossal being? Or is it merely a skillfully crafted illusion, sparked by the dramatic theatrics of Mother Nature? The decision is yours. This video shows a train journey through a wooded area where it takes an unexpected turn when the driver captures something mysterious in the distance. A colossal, motionless creature, towering and entirely white, stands there fixated on the passing train. Its sheer size is awe-inspiring, and it seems genuinely curious about the locomotive, standing as if observing the spectacle. The video sparks fascination, reminding us that our world is full of enigmatic wonders. This creature, with its ghostly appearance, adds an extra layer of intrigue to the scene. The person behind the camera even goes on to label it as a ghost sighted on the train track, emphasizing the otherworldly nature of the encounter. While a rational explanation might be a scarecrow or a Halloween decoration set up by nearby residents, the unsettling feeling lingers. Even if it were a scarecrow, the sight of this figure standing alone in the middle of nowhere raises eyebrows and sends a shiver down the spine. Nowadays, creating fake Bigfoot sighting clips is relatively easy, but capturing it on a Facebook stream adds a whole new level of authenticity. This particular video comes from a Facebook streamer enjoying a forest hike with his uncle. As the live stream documented their return, the uncle suddenly grew alarmed by something in the distant forest. The streamer swiftly zoomed in on his camera to the spot indicated by his uncle and spotted a massive black creature standing completely still. This creature, covered in dark fur, initially seemed bear-like, but upon closer observation, it became clear it was something more humanoid. Both the streamer and his uncle were gripped by fear, and in the background, the distant barks of nearby dogs hinted at the unsettling presence of this mysterious being.
Oh my God, what is that?
Look, a damn kangaroo.
Hold up, I'm gonna get it on tape.
A bear or something?
Look like a damn bear.
The creature, resembling a Bigfoot, lurked behind the woods, seemingly stalking the streamer and his uncle. What added to the eerie scene were the strange hand signals the Bigfoot-like creature was making from a distance, possibly communicating with other Bigfoots in the area. The tension in the air and the mysterious signals raise questions about the existence of these elusive creatures and what their intentions might be. If you are enjoying this so far, consider subscribing. It really helps me keep this channel going. Remember the childhood fascination with mermaids? Well, this recent internet video made me question whether our mermaid dreams might have a touch of reality. The footage, shot by a hiker from a hidden spot near a lake, captures a creature in the water that looks remarkably like a mermaid. This aquatic being sports a fish-like lower body and a woman's head, embodying the classic mermaid image. As the video unfolds, the mermaid-like creature gracefully swims in the lake, bringing a touch of magic to the scene. However, my enthusiasm took a hit when the video ended without revealing the creature's face. This absence raised my suspicions, leading me to believe that the video might be a clever hoax. It's possible that the mysterious creature was merely a woman in an exceptionally well-crafted mermaid costume, playing into our childhood fantasies. While the video sparked excitement, the lack of a conclusive view leaves room for skepticism, reminding us to approach such enchanting sightings with a hint of caution. A forest ranger, after hearing complaints from campers and hikers about a strange visitor in the woods, decides to check it out and discovers something really unsettling. The ranger records a video as evidence, and the spooky scene unfolds in the dark forest at night. Armed with a flashlight, the ranger points towards a bizarre humanoid creature strolling in the distance. This creature, tall and strangely calm, moves through the woods as if it doesn't know it's been found. What makes the sight even creepier is the creature's odd texture, making it look like it's made of leaves or plants. Just the idea of such a being wandering around the forest without us knowing is enough to give you chills. The video shows the unsettling truth of these unknown creatures living deep in the forest. The ranger's discovery confirms the worries of hikers and campers, making us think about the mysteries hiding in the quiet corners of nature. Encountering a Bigfoot is already spooky, but imagine the terror of being charged at by one. In this chilling video, two hikers in a peaceful Canadian forest were taking a leisurely stroll when they spotted a large black creature in the distance. This hefty creature, standing tall, noticed it was being observed and suddenly began charging at the person with the camera. The Bigfoot emitted terrifying growls and yells as it closed in.
Run!
Despite its massive size, the creature surprisingly moved swiftly, The hikers, realizing the danger, started running for their lives. The video captures the intense moment as the Bigfoot relentlessly pursued them, creating a scene straight out of a hiker's worst nightmare. This footage vividly demonstrates the aggressiveness and agitation that Bigfoot may exhibit when they feel someone is trying to record them. It's a spine-chilling reminder of the mysterious and formidable nature of these elusive creatures. If encountering a cryptid wasn't on your 2024 to-do list, this video is sure to give you a good spook. An Indian villager recorded this eerie footage while investigating distress calls from his farm animals. As he scanned the area, he heard branches breaking in a nearby tree, and what he captured on camera is downright chilling. The video he captured reveals a frightening creature climbing the tree, painted all in purple with ape-like hands and facial features. What really sends shivers down your spine is the strange and sinister smile on the creature's face. It tried to hide behind the tree from the camera, but the villager managed to capture it. After stopping the recording to call for help from other villagers, he returned to the tree only to find the creature mysteriously gone. Thankfully, the villager recorded the video first, providing evidence for what he witnessed. Without it, convincing others about this bizarre encounter would have been quite a challenge. This video comes from a tourist guide leading a group of Chinese tourists through the Carolinian forest of Canada. As the tourists enjoyed the adventure and recorded the beautiful surroundings, they stumbled upon something quite unbelievable. In the distance, they spotted a gorilla-like creature in the forest, busy digging into the ground. The weird thing was that there are no gorillas or apes in Canada, and the creature didn't move like a gorilla, suggesting it was something else. The tour guide, a girl behind the camera, informed the tourists that it might be a Sasquatch, and judging by its appearance, it did resemble one. The Chinese tourists were amazed, pulling out their cameras to capture pictures and videos of the creature, which seemed unaware of being recorded. After digging for a while, the Sasquatch eventually wandered away, and the video came to an end. It's likely a trip those tourists will remember for the rest of their lives. This video has me baffled. Why do some hikers crave nighttime adventures in remote, desolate woods, even with unsettling videos like this circulating online? The footage comes from one such hiker exploring the acacia woods. While filming his surroundings, he spots something unusual in the distance, nestled among the trees.
It doesn't hold form. I don't know, guys. What do you think?
The creature also notices the hiker and starts running away. According to the hiker, the figure initially resembled a human, but the way it ran and its unusual body structure convinced him it was a cryptid. The creature appeared quite large and swift, which frankly chills me to the bone. Witnessing such an agile and massive being makes me wonder what would have happened if it chose to attack. Adding to the unsettling atmosphere is the creature's fixed gaze on the hiker, almost as if it had malicious intent. Get ready for the weirdest thing you'll see all day. A group of woodcutters stumbled upon a completely bizarre sight. A tree fountain as they cut into the trunk. A powerful stream of water shot out like a geyser.
That's crazy.
It kept gushing for a while, leaving everyone completely baffled. How often do you see something like that? Thinking of exploring a spooky local abandoned place with friends? Watch this video first. It shows a super old abandoned palace at night. The place has giant doorways and hallways that seem to stretch forever. The camera slowly pans across one of these big doorways, holding on it for a while. Suddenly, the cameraman hears something down the long hallway. He swings the camera back towards the sound and gets the scare of his life. A ghostly figure is standing there, staring right at him. It just stands there, completely still, in a way that sends shivers down your spine. It looks like a big, tall, human-shaped ghost. Maybe it's the spirit of someone who used to live in the palace, angry that someone dared to enter their territory. I think the cameraman made the right choice to get out of there. It's probably best to leave these abandoned places alone, especially at night. There's something unsettling about videos of lone figures deep in the woods. Even if they're not doing anything creepy, it's just strange to see them out there. This video, shot by a hiker, takes that feeling to a new level. In this video, it's dark and hard to see clearly, but there's a strange, human-like figure moving between the trees. We can see its head and hands, and it seems to be breaking branches. But why? Suddenly, the creature notices the hiker recording it and lets out a loud whoop, like a monkey. The sound is a warning, and the hiker takes it. They run, and the video ends. To me, the creature looks like an ape or a gorilla, but that's impossible. So, what was it? This next TikTok clip will have you debating whether to hide under the covers or hit rewind. The video shows a deserted street, shrouded in an unsettling quiet. But that peace is shattered when a terrifying figure appears. It's humanoid, vaguely resembling a person. But its face is a mask of pure terror. Its mouth hangs wide open, letting out a blood-curdling scream that would make your hair stand on end. As if that wasn't enough, the figure floats, yes, levitates, while it screams and weeps in what seems like unimaginable agony. The cameraman, clearly shaken, films from a hidden spot, capturing the whole horrifying scene. Now, is this genuine evidence of the paranormal, or a masterfully crafted piece of computer-generated imagery? While the lack of witnesses and the intensity of the scream raise doubts, the visual effects are quite convincing. One thing's for sure, this clip will leave you questioning what lurks in the shadows and the line between fact and fiction. Where trail cameras are set up to get insights into the animals' daily lives, there are times when these cameras end up recording something horrifying too. Take this clip for instance, recorded through a night vision trail camera. The clip shows a black figure walking in the woods. It is just for a second that the creature is clear on the camera, as it is moving behind the trees. The clip was uploaded on TikTok and has everyone asking questions about it. What was the creature? And why did it look like a gorilla but walking like a human? Hundreds of questions, but with only a few seconds of footage as an answer. The man who owned the camera said he had never seen anything like this ever before, and his camera had never picked up anything similar. Therefore, the mystery remains unsolved. This video comes from a construction worker who was documenting the progress of a building. While recording the interior, he notices something unusual lurking behind a cement bag. Startled, the worker quickly flees, and the video abruptly ends. By slowing down the footage and freezing the frame at the moment of the sighting, a strange creature comes into focus, resembling an alien owl. This extraterrestrial owl possesses an alien-like nose and head shape. The creature's eerie gaze, fixed directly at the camera, sends shivers down the spine. What makes it even more perplexing is that it doesn't resemble any known animal or creature we're familiar with. To the observer, it appears as if this entity is an alien, perhaps curious about the construction activities taking place on Earth. This chilling video, captured in South America, reveals something deeply unsettling in the dead of night. The footage portrays a street view, and in the distance, a figure resembling a person is spotted, hunched over and on all fours. This contorted human-like cryptid remains eerily motionless. The person behind the camera reacts with genuine fear and distress, their voice trembling as they express their emotions.
¿Pero qué es? Ay, madre, no. Está muy encerrado.
The creature's terrifying appearance raises unsettling thoughts, imagining it potentially sprinting towards the person filming. While a logical explanation could be a person under the influence of alcohol or substances, engaging in unusual behavior, the way this figure is hunched over seems remarkably challenging for a human to replicate. The video leaves lingering questions about the nature of the mysterious presence, adding an extra layer of fear and uncertainty to the already unsettling scene. A family was having a great time at the river, playing and enjoying the water. Suddenly, something strange started approaching them from within the river. The man, sensing the approaching presence, became a bit uneasy. As the mysterious entity swam closer, the girl in the group began to scream. Causing the family to hurriedly exit the water. When the thing finally revealed itself, it turned out to be an otter. The otter emerged from the water in a way that genuinely frightened the family. Thankfully, the man had been alert to his surroundings and acted quickly when he sensed something amiss in the water. Security cameras are installed to ensure our safety, but occasionally they capture unsettling moments within the confines of our homes. In one such instance, footage from a home security camera reveals an enigmatic figure wandering around the driveway. This mysterious being appears humanoid, with a hunched posture and an entirely white body. It seems to be on a quest, scanning the property as if in search of something. The creature's movements evoke an eerie feeling, and its lack of discernible facial features adds to the uncanny nature. While there's a possibility that it might be a cleverly disguised burglar attempting to evade detection, the distinct possibility of it being a genuine cryptid cannot be dismissed. Have you ever had that eerie feeling like someone's watching you when you're alone? Well, if you have, brace yourself because this video is going to send shivers down your spine. It was captured by a homeowner who was peacefully sleeping one night when he heard a strange noise at his window, and what he caught on camera is truly chilling. In the video, you can clearly see a massive gorilla-like figure lurking outside the window. Its presence is enough to send a shiver down your spine. Some folks who've seen this footage speculate that it might be Bigfoot, but the evidence isn't crystal clear. It could also be a person dressed up in a gorilla suit, but there's something about those eyes that looks all too real for comfort. What are your thoughts on this unsettling visitor? Security cameras are meant to keep homes safe, but sometimes they capture unusual and odd moments. One homeowner recorded such an incident on their security camera. In the video, there's a very skinny and naked man behaving strangely, almost like he's possessed by a spirit. It's possible he could be someone struggling with drug addiction and under the influence. Whatever the cause of his behavior, it's clear that he needs help for his mental well-being. However, for the homeowner, seeing someone act so strangely on their doorstep was a scary and strange experience. This video was shared on TikTok by a user named Ben Trolley. In the video, the uploader claims to have captured a strange creature he believes is a rake stalking him. The video starts with a cameraman recording something in the bushes near a forest. In those bushes, we can see a pair of eyes lurking. These eyes are accompanied by a humanoid figure's outline, and it appears to have a naked body. All these characteristics seem to match the description of what people call a rake. This mysterious figure just stands there, watching the person recording, and their intentions are unclear. It's uncertain whether this creature is simply lurking and following the person or if it has more sinister and harmful intentions. You've ever been at a beachfront restaurant, enjoying the view, and wondered what would happen if a wave crashed through the window? Well, a security camera from an Italian restaurant just turned that unsettling thought into a real-life shocker. The video shows workers cleaning up after hours, wiping down tables, and mopping the floor. Suddenly, one of them notices something outside the big glass windows. They yell, and everyone scrambles towards the windows. The wave crashes into the windows with a roar, shattering the glass and sending water surging into the restaurant. The workers who were holding on let go in fear, some scrambling onto the counter, others running to the back. The water floods in quickly, turning the peaceful restaurant into a scene of chaos. This video is a scary reminder that even in seemingly safe places like restaurants, powerful forces of nature can strike unexpectedly. Also, it's a good idea to be aware of your surroundings, especially near the ocean, and to follow any safety instructions you see in coastal areas. Cryptid sightings are always unsettling, but this video takes things to a whole new level of terrifying. A father and son were hiking when darkness fell, forcing them to make their way back by the light of their headlamp.
Where?
Suddenly, the son heard a strange noise coming from the bushes. Worried, the father began recording the area, and that's when they saw it.
Go! Go!
A bizarre, completely white creature was lurking behind the trees, stalking the pair. Its movements were unsettling, almost slithering, and its head had an alien-like shape. The lower half of its body was hidden behind the trees, adding to the mystery and fear. Instinctively, the father knew they were in danger. He grabbed his son's hand, and they made a desperate dash for safety.
Don't fall! Don't fall!
This chilling footage is a stark reminder that the woods can hold secrets far more terrifying than we ever imagined. If you got so far in the video, it means you're a dedicated viewer. Thank you. And if you subscribe and hit the bell button, I promise to keep posting these for you to enjoy. Have you ever heard of the Michigan Dogman? It's a legendary creature said to roam the forests of Michigan, described as a giant bipedal wolfman with glowing eyes and a terrifying howl. Recently, a video on Reddit sparked chills down spines, claiming to capture the elusive Dogman. In the video, the cameraman shines a flashlight into the dark bushes. After a tense moment, something moves. We see what appear to be dog-like ears peeking through the leaves, followed by a glimpse of a snout. The creature's lower body, visible through the gaps, seems vaguely human-shaped. Seeing this grainy footage has many people wondering, is this the real Michigan Dogman? It's hard to say for sure. The video is blurry and doesn't offer a clear view of the creature. While it's fun to think about mysterious creatures like the Dogman, it's important to be critical of such claims. It's always possible that the video is a hoax or simply misidentifies a known animal. Remember, the unknown can be exciting, but approaching it with a healthy dose of skepticism is always a good idea. Ever dream of seeing a real mermaid, just like in the movies? This video might bring back those childhood fantasies. It claims to show a mermaid swimming in the Great Barrier Reef. Back in 2011, deep divers were exploring the ocean depths, studying the amazing underwater creatures. While filming their journey, their head camera captured something strange. A fish that looked half human, half fish. It resembled what we typically picture as a mermaid. The video shows the creature twice, and both times it appears to be a mermaid. It's definitely a bizarre and fascinating sight, sparking questions about what lies beneath the ocean waves. However, there's always a chance this could be a hoax or clever editing. So, is it real or is it fake? You decide. A group of paranormal investigators in South Africa were on a mission to explore a desolate area rumored to be haunted by locals. Armed with their equipment and a bit of doubt, they spent the night recording the area, searching for any evidence of the paranormal. Suddenly, in the dead of night, their investigation took a chilling turn. In the distance, on the deserted road, they spotted a figure. It stood motionless, shrouded in the darkness. This figure, vaguely resembling a young girl, was translucent, almost transparent, allowing the investigators to see straight through it. The desolate surroundings, with the forest looming on either side of the road, only amplified the unsettling atmosphere. After a moment of stunned silence, realizing the local legends might hold some truth after all, the investigators decided to cut their investigation short. They quickly packed their equipment and left the area, leaving the eerie figure standing alone on the deserted road. This encounter, unlike many of their past experiences, left the investigators shaken, forcing them to confront the possibility of the truly unknown. In this captivating video, we see the scene from the perspective of someone filming from a water coaster gliding through a canal. What's truly intriguing is the presence of a mysterious creature seen in the water right behind their boat. This creature seems to be following them, creating an element of suspense and wonder. The creature's movements, closely trailing the boat, suggest an intelligence or curiosity. Could it be some strange fish? I am not sure. For 1 second, I could have sworn I spotted an arm. The existence of Bigfoot has always piqued people's curiosity. Experts worldwide have examined the evidence that has been captured and witnessed. One such piece of evidence is a video in which a massive creature was recorded by a man as it roamed through the woods. In the video, the man recording remained at a considerable distance from the camera, making a concerted effort to stay hidden from the creature. The creature had a colossal body covered in shiny black fur. To some, it might resemble a person in a gorilla costume due to its gait. But many saw it as significant evidence of the mythical creature's existence. When the video was uploaded to YouTube, it garnered millions of views and caught the attention of experts. Nevertheless, they still could not definitively determine whether the video was a clever fake or an authentic encounter. Every day, the internet witnesses a barrage of uploaded videos claiming to capture extraordinary phenomena. Yet, only a few clips truly astonish viewers and make them ponder their authenticity. One such clip features a mysterious creature recorded on camera. Initially, it may appear to be a human due to the low video quality, making it difficult to discern what the entity is. However, as seconds pass, the creature approaches the trees and vigorously shakes them. This act surpasses the physical capabilities of any human. The way the creature shakes the trees left everyone who saw the clip in awe. Many asserted that it was genuine, and that the creature in the video was the infamous Sasquatch. Nonetheless, with no further sightings of the being for years, the clip was deemed a possible fake. The mystery endures to this day. As the video begins, we see a lush forest of emerald green trees. The man recording the video seems to be in a hurry and runs into a building while recording it all. Seconds pass, and a huge storm of wind hits the place. The man is inside, so he cannot capture the whole thing on camera, but he goes outside as the storm moves forward. What he sees there is enough to make a grown man cry. The greenery and the trees are all gone, and nothing but chaos remains. Sadly, this is the usual routine for many people living in different parts of the world. These storms can be deadly, destroying houses and ending lives. Imagine going on your daily walk after dinner, but you end up seeing something that has the capability of haunting you in your dreams. This is exactly what happened to this man. As he was on his way home, he saw something in the grass. Not believing his eyes at the first glance, he took his camera out and started looking at it closely. As the camera zooms in, we see glowing eyes and a small eerie figure. It takes a few moments before the camera focuses on the face. But just then, the thing disappears. Considering the circumstances and the place, there is a possibility that it might be just an insect, although it appears to be more than just an insect if you pay attention. A man has set up cameras near eagles' nests in a forest to monitor their activities and to research the birds' behaviors. However, this one camera of his recorded something he had never expected. As the video begins, we see weird shaking of trees on the left of the nest, and then seconds after, a black furry creature appears on the right side. It stays in the same spot for a few seconds, trying to do something we are not sure about. However, those moments were enough to see that the creature was huge and had a Bigfoot-like appearance and traits. Because a human does not look like that, and there is no way it was fake, as the camera was mounted so high, and no one would think of just randomly putting up a costume and going into the forest. For those who believe in the existence of Bigfoots, this clip provided a glimpse of what it could possibly look like. Nature is full of surprises, and by surprises, we never mean the good ones. Plan on going into a forest, and you will see how unpredictably dangerous nature can be. Take this clip for instance. Everything around the man looks peaceful and in its place. The view is mesmerizing and a heaven for nature lovers. However, as soon as the man drops the small wooden stick into the water, we see an alligator jumping out of it in a millisecond. How exactly was it there? And until when was it waiting for a human to just drop in so that it can have its dinner? This is exactly the way these ultimate deadly predators can so easily hunt down their prey. The man in this clip seems to be an experienced person, looking at the way he could see the beast down there. As the video begins, the viewers can see a man who is on a walk with his dog. It appeared to be sunset, as there is very little of the day left, and the night appears to be approaching. The clip seems quite normal at first, with the dog just excitedly walking, leading his owner through the woods. But after a few seconds have passed, the dog starts to act in a weird way. It stops, and then glares in one direction before moving the other way, and then looking at the same spot. As it gets the owner confused, he moves the camera towards the direction the dog was looking at, and a shadowy figure appears there. Not moving, the figure just stands there as if not bothering the man and his dog's existence. The dog, on the other hand, was just alert, cautious, and wasn't barking at all. The video was later uploaded on TikTok. However, no one could tell what the figure was, and the mystery remains. Recorded in Washington in 2011, this video was randomly captured by some children whose main purpose was actually to record themselves having a nice time hiking in the woods. But as they later watched the video, they saw that they had recorded someone else accidentally too. A huge creature with a body covered in black-colored hair was seen leaping around a little far away from the kids. The kids pretty much remained oblivious to its existence, and the creature did not seem interested in the little humans either. But considering the fact that the beast was captured totally by accident, there is very little possibility that the creature was not real and just fake. This clip leaves us all to ponder the existence of the not-so-mythical creature, also known as Bigfoot. This video might be recorded by a fixed camera, as it is not shaky at all. It begins at night where the only thing visible is the street lamp. Darkness has spread over, covering everything else. However, 1 second passes, and we see a ghostly figure appearing. The figure emerges from the dark and moves forward a bit. It is wearing a white overall, and the darkness makes it difficult to see its face or anything else. The only thing clear is the white cloth the figure is wearing. Posted anonymously, the video started a whole argument on the internet, with some people saying it was a little girl's ghost and others taking it to the witchcraft side. No matter which of the two it is, there is no denying that this sight is something that can scare a man to his core. For centuries, one legendary creature has always been a part of open discussions among humans. Be it the old ones or the young ones, every single person is interested in the topic, and that is the famous mermaids. Multiple videos on the internet have been uploaded as evidence of the creature's existence, and one such is this video, a short clip of just a few seconds. But what it captured shocked everyone on the internet. A hand emerges out of the water, touches the boat before disappearing back into the water. Just a glimpse, but it is seen that the hand is big, webbed, and just like a mermaid's hand should be. There is always a possibility of it being something else, but marine creatures don't usually have hands, and if it were a fish, it would have looked pretty different from what it did. Two guys were camping in the woods, trying to get away from the nosy, everyday life of the human world. However, what they did not know was that they were in for a special treat from the other world. As the night approached, they decided to go for a small walk before camping in and sleeping. Seconds into the walk, they see something glowing a little far from them. There were a pair of glowing eyes, as if some beast was glaring straight at them, ready to pounce upon as soon as it got a chance. However, as the eyes appeared to be stationary and were not moving at all, there is a possibility that it might be a car parked somewhere nearby with its headlights on. Although there is always a chance that it might not be a car and actually a scary creature, because you never know. It seems like Bigfoot strikes again. In this video, a man is in the forest filming something unusual. It's fall because we can see the ground is covered with dry leaves. He spots a strange, black, hairy thing moving between the trees. Where'd it go? It's part of it. This creature walks on two legs, and it looks a bit like what some folks say Bigfoot looks like. The woods feel extra spooky with all the autumn leaves and the quiet around. The man tries to get a better shot of this mysterious creature, moving around a little and lowering his camera to see better. For a moment, he thinks he lost it. It seemed like it vanished. But then he realizes it's still there, just further away than before. All these encounters in the forest make me wonder how come the scientists did not acknowledge this creature's presence. I know Bigfoot could be out there, although I also need to be a bit skeptical about this video, as we don't get to see the creature clearly. During a night walk in the forest, a man captures something terrifying. The footage is not clear. It's blurry and shaky, which makes everything look even more mysterious and unsettling. As the camera moves, it catches a glimpse of something odd in the darkness behind the trees. This creature has a shape that's kind of like a person's, but it's clear that it's not human. Its appearance and the way it's hidden partially behind the trees give it a spooky vibe. It could be anything from a ghost to a ghoul, the kind of creature you hear about in scary stories. It's hard to make out details, but the very sight of it, even blurry, is enough to send a shiver down your spine. The video leaves me with more questions than answers, adding to the chilling mystery of the nighttime forest encounter. I wonder what else is lurking in the dark, and we don't know. But what I know for sure is that if I was that man, I would have run away as quickly as possible. The video showcases a rather unsettling scene within the drain of a very dirty sink. Peering into the dark pipes, we observe an odd creature residing there. It has a round body with a jelly-like texture, colored in a yellowish hue, and is equipped with numerous slender whip-like strands called flagella, which it uses to move around. Upon closer inspection, the creature resembles tubifex worms, a type of worm often found in sediment of lakes and rivers, and sometimes in the sludgy buildup of pipes. While their appearance might be startling or eerie, especially as they cluster together, these worms are actually quite common. They're known for their remarkable ability to tolerate low oxygen environments, often thriving in heavily polluted waters. An interesting aspect of tubifex worms is their red coloration, which is due to hemoglobin in their bodies. Similar to what's found in human blood, this hemoglobin allows them to live in low oxygen environments, and when they group together, they can appear as pulsating red masses that some might find reminiscent of flesh. I have never seen these worms in real life, but they are pretty interesting, and I have to let you know that these are a good fish bait. This video is taken by a security camera at a house's entrance. We see a kid playing on his phone, sitting close to the open front door. You can hear many voices in the background, showing that there are more people inside the house, so the kid isn't alone. During the video, something surprising happens. A big wildcat, which looks like it might be a mountain lion, walks into the house. The kid notices the animal, gets up from the sofa very calmly, walks out of the house, and then quietly shuts the door behind him. This leaves the big cat inside the house with his family. He does all this very smoothly and doesn't say anything to anyone. The whole situation is quite intense because it's not every day that a wild animal walks into a house like that. The kid's reaction is impressively calm, and I find it shocking how he let everyone in the family in there, with the feline without saying a word. I know that yelling would have attracted the attention of the animal, and perhaps even scare it to a point he gets attacked. But I still think there was more to be done to also help those inside. What do you think? In this video, we see a woman engaged in a video call with her friend, casually chatting and catching up on each other's lives. She's at home alone, comfortably talking and unaware of her surroundings.
Like maybe a day bed or something. I mean, I have that credit card. I'm not going to buy anything expensive. I'll try like Salvation Army first.
However, unbeknownst to her, there's an unsettling presence in her living room. As she converses, a humanoid shape is seen moving in the background.
I went and bought decaf coffee.
The shape is indistinct, and its face is not visible, adding an eerie quality to the footage. The fact that the woman is supposed to be alone in the house makes the appearance of this figure all the more mysterious and unnerving. During the video, the woman eventually settles into a chair in the living room, and it seems as though the mysterious figure vanishes. There's no clear explanation for its presence, It could have been a trick of the light, a reflection, or perhaps something more supernatural, like a ghost. Whatever it was, if I were that woman, I would have freaked out and get out of the house immediately. This video has left most people on the internet scratching their heads as it captures a mermaid-like creature sitting in the ocean. From a distance, this creature appears to be a mix of a human and a fish, sporting a fish-like tail and a woman's upper body. However, there's another possible explanation. It could be a statue placed by a nearby fish restaurant. The puzzling part is that this is in the middle of nowhere, making the presence of a statue seem illogical. To me, it seems like a genuine mermaid sighting, but I'm a bit skeptical because the mermaid isn't moving and just sits there like a statue. It's a confusing sight, and having more footage or a closer look could provide more evidence to analyze. The mystery of this video keeps us wondering about the true nature of the creature in the ocean. If you got so far in the video, it means you're a dedicated viewer. Thank you. And if you subscribe and hit the bell button, I promise to keep posting these for you to enjoy. This video from Australia showcases an incredibly rare albino echidna discovered in Bathurst, about 120 miles northwest of Sydney. A member of the Bathurst Regional Council spotted this unique echidna and named it Raffi. Locals were fascinated by this rare creature, but they were not allowed to touch it. Short-beaked echidnas are known for being elusive, and encountering an albino specimen makes it even more extraordinary. Raffi, displaying albinism, has a genetic condition that leads to reduced melanin production in hair, skin, and eyes. While albinism is beautiful, it comes with complications, with sensitivity to sunlight being one of the most common issues. The discovery of Raffi adds a special touch to the wildlife in the Bathurst region, creating excitement among the locals who got a glimpse of this rare and captivating albino echidna. Whenever I see those exposed power lines, I can't help but fear what might happen in a big short circuit. This video from a Florida neighborhood provides a chilling answer to that question. It captures the moment when two power lines accidentally touch, causing an electric spark to travel the entire length of the power lines. The spark forms multiple times, creating a terrifying sight and accompanied by the screams of locals in the video background.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Accidents like these can be extremely dangerous, potentially leading to a power line break. If the line falls to the ground, it could cause even more disaster. It's truly frightening to witness such events happening in your neighborhood, and the unsettling electric spark noise it produces is spine-chilling. GoPro cameras are amazing. They capture everything without getting in your way. However, sometimes they accidentally record things that can leave you unsettled for life. This video comes from a skier's GoPro camera during a skiing adventure in Siberia. Although the clip is short, it shows a tall black figure amidst the trees. If you pause on the figure, you can see how huge it is. Compare it to the nearby tree, and it looks like an 8 to 10 feet tall creature. It has long arms and a humanoid upper body, making it resemble a Bigfoot. Siberia is known for Bigfoot and Yeti sightings, and this might be the first time a camera managed to capture a clip of this elusive creature. The video leaves us with a mix of awe and uncertainty about the mysterious beings that might roam the Siberian wilderness. Humans have this strange tendency not to back away from danger unless it's right about to hit them. This video perfectly illustrates that, where a group of people stands behind a fence, gazing at the surging sea with massive and furious waves. The waves are already dangerously high, but these folks seem to be ignoring the potential risks, just enjoying the spectacle. Suddenly, the worst unfolds, as the towering waves come crashing, surpassing the fence. As the waves breach the barrier, They start taking everything in their path. Many people get swept away, and then the video abruptly ends. Watching this video only intensifies my fear of the ocean and water. Still, I can't help but be puzzled about why these individuals didn't realize the abnormality of those towering waves and seek safety. The way humans sometimes approach danger leaves me utterly confused. Ever felt like someone's watching you while walking alone? Well, this hiker experienced just that and decided to record what he sensed. In a forest, he felt eyes fixated on him, prompting him to open his camera. What he captured was a black figure peering directly at him from behind a tree. This mysterious being was stalking the hiker, completely unaware of being spotted. The creature, like others we have seen in previous clips, appeared quite humanoid and was covered in thick black fur. To me, it resembled a Bigfoot, but it's hard to say for sure since the video was recorded from a distance, making the facial features less visible. What are your thoughts on this stalking creature? Could it be a Bigfoot? Or might it be something even more terrifying? The video leaves us with a sense of mystery and intrigue about what lurks in the depths of the forest. While on a forest road trip in California, a family encountered an eerie sight captured in front of their car's headlights. As they traversed a desolate forest road, the camera revealed a massive, hairy creature staring directly at them from the dark woods. The creature, covered in thick black fur, exhibited a humanoid posture and body frame. The eerie aspect of the clip lay in the mysterious identity of this creature, which seemed to be patiently waiting in the woods, creating a chilling atmosphere, as if anticipating someone's arrival to carry out its unknown intentions. It is advisable to keep driving in such situations unless faced with an extreme emergency to avoid potential encounters with such unsettling entities. Warning: do not attempt to replicate any actions seen in this video. The footage captured by a hiker in Russia depicts the hiker encountering a bear while exploring the forest. The bear was minding its own business when the audacious hiker approached and kicked it in the back. In response, the bear, initially startled, realized the source of the kick and aggressively charged towards the hiker. Emitting menacing growls and unsettling attack yells, the bear attacked the hiker for a few seconds. The hiker dropped the camera during the attack, but eventually returned to retrieve it, uploading the video later. Despite the scare, the hiker emerged unharmed. This video serves as a stark reminder of the importance of not interfering with nature, especially when dealing with formidable creatures like bears. The Amazon rainforest serves as a captivating habitat for a variety of amazing and rare creatures, and the tourists' capture highlighted one such extraordinary moment. The video taken during an Amazon rainforest tour depicts a massive anaconda gracefully swimming in a swampy lake. The rare spectacle unfolded with the snake positioned directly beneath the tourist's boat. And witnessing this, I couldn't help but feel concerned about their safety, considering an anaconda could easily climb on board. Also, the sheer size and capabilities of these formidable creatures add a chilling factor to the encounter. Although anacondas are common in the Amazon, they can reach an impressive length of up to 30 feet and weigh up to 550 pounds. To put this into perspective, the snake's length is comparable to about 5 kids lying head to foot. The people on the boat were pretty lucky that the snake wasn't in the mood for playing with them, because if it were, this video could have ended in a much more gruesome way. There's a valid reason behind the advice to stay aware of your surroundings while texting outside, and this video serves as a stark illustration. Captured from a news channel helicopter, the footage reveals a massive bear roaming casually through a neighborhood. The bear appears calm, likely in search of food. Meanwhile, A person engrossed in texting walks towards the bear from a nearby alley, completely oblivious to the unfolding situation. As the bear notices the approaching individual, it begins to move closer. The man, still absorbed in his phone, suddenly glances up to find the colossal bear in front of him, shocking him to the core. Fortunately, the bear wasn't in a pursuit mode and left the man unharmed. The incident serves as a chilling reminder of the potential dangers when distracted by texting, emphasizing the importance of staying alert in outdoor environments. In this video, a man is hiking through a forest, likely in autumn, as indicated by the leafless trees. He spots a black, hairy creature off the side of the path, piquing his curiosity. Intrigued, he follows the figure with his camera as it crosses the path, moving calmly and seemingly unaware of being observed. The creature walks on 2 feet, adding to the mystery. As the man continues to film, he momentarily loses sight of the creature among the trees, but persists and manages to recapture its image. This peculiar detail leads to speculation about the creature's identity. The calm demeanor of the creature, especially in the presence of a human, is intriguing. It doesn't exhibit any predatory behavior, which casts doubt on the idea of it being a dangerous entity like a dogman. This raises questions about the authenticity of the video. The footage leaves an unsettling feeling. Is that really the best footage to date of a real dogman, or is it fake? In this video, captured by a trail camera in a forest at night, we see an intriguing and somewhat eerie image. The camera records a large, hairy creature lurking among the trees, its 2 eyes shining in the darkness. The creature's size and appearance evoke the image of Bigfoot, a legendary figure in folklore. The forest's nocturnal setting adds a mysterious aura to the footage, with the creature's glowing eyes intensifying the sense of mystery. It's difficult to determine exactly what the creature is due to the limited visibility and the camera's position. Watching this video leaves an unsettling feeling, especially with the creature's resemblance to the legendary Bigfoot. It's a reminder of how much remains unknown about the natural world, particularly in the depths of the forest at night. This video narrates the chilling story of a man named Jeff who went solo camping and mysteriously vanished. His personal items, such as his wallet, medical inhaler, and camera, were later discovered in the forest. Intriguingly, the camera contained footage from the night Jeff disappeared. In the footage, Jeff captures a large humanoid figure with no discernible face. The figure abruptly vanishes, sparking Jeff's curiosity to venture deeper into the forest in search of it. The video then cuts off, leaving the fate of Jeff unknown. The footage, especially with the sudden appearance and disappearance of the strange figure, makes me really nervous. It leaves me with questions about what Jeff might have encountered in the forest that night. From the captivating view of the front window of a train, this video is presenting an almost surreal scene. The train is traveling on a track with water on both sides, likely passing through a large lake or expansive body of water. And it's nighttime, which adds to the scene's intrigue. What makes the view particularly striking is the electrical storm occurring at the same time. There are frequent flashes of lightning, illuminating the surroundings dramatically. The combination of the train moving through this water-flanked path, the darkness of the night, and the intermittent light from the lightning gives the whole experience a mysterious, almost otherworldly feel. I find storms really scary in giving the whole setup. This train ride would have been a hell for me. Captured during daylight, this video shows something phenomenal.
I've seen some really creepy stuff, but nothing like this. There's a pond floating right in the middle of the air.
Hovering in the air, seemingly torn from its roots by strong winds, now causing it to float. Initially, the floating tree might give off a supernatural vibe, making it look like something out of the ordinary or magical.
Nothing like this. There's a palm floating right in the middle of the air,
creating a spectacle that is both astonishing and a clear testament to the power of natural forces. Shot underwater, this video showcases a diver encountering a massive anaconda in a river. The anaconda, several meters in length, is seen relaxing underwater, a sight that is both rare and fascinating. Witnessing such a large snake in its natural habitat, especially underwater, is not an everyday occurrence, and provides a unique glimpse into the life of one of the largest snakes in the world. The calmness of the anaconda and the close proximity of the diver make this video particularly intriguing and a remarkable viewing experience. The size of this snake amazes me, and I think that these videos are giving me the special occasion to see animals that otherwise I wouldn't even imagine. A group of guys found something terrifying inside an abandoned house during the night. They seemed to be on the hunt for something, possibly curious or intrigued by the house's history, or rumors that it might be haunted.
Cover my back, alright.
As they explore, their suspicions seem to be confirmed in a startling way. Suddenly, a humanoid shape appears, emerging from behind one of the doors. The possibility that it might be a ghost seems to fit the eerie setting and the house's abandoned, mysterious nature. The video's blurriness makes it hard to see any clear details, adding to the spooky and uncertain atmosphere of the encounter. The appearance of this figure triggers immediate fear in the group. Their reaction is instinctive. They start to run, hurrying down the stairs in an attempt to leave the house as quickly as possible. I don't know how these people are so brave to go check this kind of places. I am terrified only by the idea of a ghost. The video presents a captivating optical illusion that initially confuses the viewer. At first glance, it appears to show a black t-shirt flying through a light blue sky, which might be mistaken for a cloudy backdrop. The object even seems to leave traces behind it, similar to the trail of an airplane, enhancing the illusion that it's soaring through the sky. However, the reality of the scene is revealed through a simple yet effective trick, flipping the screen. When the perspective is inverted, it becomes clear that the supposed flying t-shirt is actually a duck swimming in a lake. The light blue background that resembled a sky is, in fact, the water of the lake, and what seemed like trails in the sky are ripples in the water created by the duck's movement. My mind was blown when I realized that what I thought to be a flying t-shirt appeared to be just a duck on a lake. This optical illusion cleverly plays with our perceptions, using the context and orientation to transform an ordinary scene into something entirely different. In this video, a man films the peak of a towering mountain. As he zooms in, the camera reveals a surprising sight atop the mountain, a large black figure, its size and shape evoking the image of the legendary Bigfoot. The figure's presence on the cloud, enshrouded peak, adds a layer of mystery and intrigue to the footage. The contrast between the distant lofty peak and the striking silhouette of the figure is striking. Watching this, one can't help but feel a sense of unease mixed with fascination. The possibility of such a creature like Bigfoot existing in such remote and inaccessible places stirs the imagination and curiosity. There are two types of people in the world: those who believe in aliens and those who have never encountered one. If you fall into the latter category, this video might just flip your perspective 180 degrees. Hailing from the Acadian woods in Canada, the footage captures a strange creature that locals have stumbled upon. The scene unfolds with a stone structure in the woods, on which an unusual alien-like creature is perched. The creature's body resembles that of a grasshopper, while its head evokes the imagery of extraterrestrials from movies, emitting eerie and unsettling noises. This creature has the potential to haunt your nightmares for years. Despite being recorded by vigilant onlookers, the creature doesn't appear agitated or aggressive. It remains calmly seated until the end of the video. The mystery surrounding this cryptid creature deepens, as its characteristics defy any known references. If you have information about this unsettling entity, feel free to share in the comments and enlighten others about its identity. If you are enjoying this so far, consider subscribing. It really helps me keep this channel going. If you're planning a hiking adventure, I strongly advise you to do it in the morning, as a tiny flashlight won't suffice in the dark. This video comes from a hiker who decided to venture out in the middle of the night, motivated by reports of Bigfoot sightings in the area during nighttime. As he navigated through the dark forest with his flashlight, he experienced a scare of a lifetime. The hiker heard powerful, chilling screams and footsteps thundering through the bushes. The weight of these steps heightened the hiker's fear for his life. Despite calling out in the hope that it might be a person, there was no response.
Hello?
When he shone his light into the distant woods, he was shocked to hear heavy breathing emanating from the darkness ahead. Startled, the man became filled up with fear, prompting him to run for his life, and the video abruptly ends. The unsettling nature of this video, reminiscent of a nightmare, is further intensified by the bone-chilling echo of the initial scream. For more strange and interesting footage, check this out.